What's up everyone? Today we have not an unboxing of this mouse, but we're going to be building a keyboard that matches this mouse that I bought. The keyboard we're building today is the NovelKeys NK65, the Entry Edition. The color we went with is the smoke, and it is made out of PC plastic. I find this to be a really good deal in a custom keyboard because this is $95, and when you unbox it, you're greeted with not just a keyboard, but actually a keyboard case. The case is made out of this nice mesh material, and it is a hard case. But inside the case are actually more surprises. Once you open up the case, you're not only greeted with a nice keyboard, but you're also greeted with a nice coiled black cable. I believe that this is white or silver for the other colors, but for smoke, it comes with the black one. And of course, when you undo the Velcro, you can take out the keyboard and immediately feel that this is a nice, heavy, well-built keyboard. This keyboard, as mentioned, is made out of PC plastic, and it has an 8-degree typing angle. It comes with aluminum plate and cherry stabilizers that, as you can see, are very steady. And I didn't want to open up my own keyboard, but as you can see in this video, you can see that there is a dampener included, which helps with the sound and also the feel of the keyboard. And the PCB is hot swappable, which allows you to choose between many switches. Let's find out which switches I went with. The switches I went with are the Glorious Panda switches by Glorious. These tactile switches were hyped to replicate the famous Holy Pandas, but at a really cheap price at $25 for 36 switches. I bought 2 boxes for $50. And they are set to come factory unlubed. So we're going to get started lubing, and I will go through my lubing process using the Tribosys 3204 since these are tactile switches. I like to start by opening up all the switches. Now if you have a switch opener, you can go ahead and use it, but in my case I don't, so I just use tweezers to open up the prongs on each side, and after you do that, it'll pop right open. I disassemble it and put the springs, stems, and the casing all in separate bags. Now to lube the housing and the stem, we're going to take the Tribosys 3204 and a small brush and get a dab of the lube. Now we want the lube to be spread even, so you want to make sure you rub it against the siding to get even coating. And as for the housing, I give around 2 strokes on each side, maybe more, and do it on the other side as well. And then I will go ahead and do the center stem. As for the stem, I grab it by the tip, and then I start with the inside of the switch. I just give it a thin layer on the leg and the siding as well. And then for the rest of the switch, it's easy, just a simple layer on each side that rubs against the housing. It was hard to not be shaky using a tweezer for this video, but I recommend using a tweezer and not touching each side like I am right here. And this is a tactile switch, so I make sure to not lube the legs, but you can if you want it to be smoother. I wanted to keep mine a little bit more tactile, so I don't lube the legs. As for the springs, I followed this guide and used my spray lube in my case to put them in a bag and just shake it up. This is not a traditional method, but it is an efficient way and saves a lot of time on lubing the springs. Here are some more description about the switches if you needed them. And once the switches are lubed, you can assemble them together and start putting them in their sockets. Although these are not acrylic housings, they have these holes where the RGB can shine through, and it looks really nice. Now, as you saw in the beginning of the video, the keycaps I went with here are the NovelKeys Vaporwave to match my mouse. The bases of these keycaps are light purple with pink writing on them, and it is double shot. The special keys are dark purple with light blue writing, and it is double shot as well. I think these colors are very nice. And now we're ready to test the keyboard. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed building it. I've been using it for around 2 weeks now and I'm in love with it. I use it every day and I honestly think the Glorious Pandas are pretty good. So if you guys are looking to build a budget keyboard, NovelKeys drop this NK65 time to time. So be on the lookout and hope you guys land one. If you guys liked the video, see you guys on the next one.